Well, Kirk, thanks so much for taking the time to sit down to talk about your work on the series, The Chosen.
Thank you. Thank you. Honor and a blessing to be here. Thank you.
Thanks for your work.
Thank you.
Well, maybe to begin, can you tell us a little bit about your character, Gaius?
What would you like to know?
Maybe let's talk about change in Gaius over the course of the series. So, where did Gaius begin? Where are we now as we're entering into season 4?
I think it's clear, but I'm a Roman. There are two sides of the street, right? There's the Romans and the Jews, so to speak. I'm oversimplifying it, but there is. And Gaius has been over here. He's got a job to do. He manages and watches after Matthew at a tax booth. He's doing his job. He wants to do it well. And because of Matthew, really because of Matthew, he's just going, no, you don't want to go to Quintus' office. He's going to kill you. He's going to kill me. And no, you don't want to. Okay, we're going in. We're going to get murdered. Okay, we didn't get murdered. And oh, okay. And then I get a promotion and like, oh, okay, now I have a promotion. And wait a minute, you're going to follow Jesus? What are you doing? You're the richest Jew in town. Like, and so I'm just in a lot of ways following Matthew. And on that journey, things are happening. And ever since Gaius sees Sermon on the Mount, he's going, ooh, wait a minute. That kind of makes sense to me. Wait a minute, I've got a 1,000 gods over here, a pantheon, pagan, and wait a minute, one God? Ooh, that's much simpler and more efficient. And not only that, wow, what he's saying is really good. Treat others as you would yourself. Be kind, be patient, be loving. I didn't learn that over here in the Roman contingency. So that's kind of what's happening with Gaius.
Yeah, there's almost a vulnerability to Gaius's role in this sense. There's a willingness to be open to change.
Yeah, that's a really beautiful way to put it. Yeah, I think that willingness comes as a result of a working relationship. Because when I started, Dallas and I, we've been working together for over 23 years, and we don't like to vilify anybody or, the little mustache. And so my interpretation from jump with Matthew was, I work with him. If you and I work together every day, regardless if I was your boss or I was the president, I would have a relationship with you. And because we can't work together 8 hours a day if I treat you like garbage. And so I always wanted to bring that reality to my relationship with Matthew. And then on top of that, something's up with him, and, I understand autism. I've seen a lot in my life. One of my son's best friends is autistic, and I just wanted to bring that sensibility and sensitivity to my understanding. I'm still a Roman. I still got a job to do, but, I see you and, you're going to be fine. So I've just tried to allow my own sensibilities and bring that empathy to Gaius and all of his relationships.
And so really bringing some humanity to this character.
Thank you.
Rather than it being reduced to a quote-unquote villain.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, you can't, as an actor, you can't judge your character. Everyone out there can judge your character, but I can't. Yeah. And I just have to put myself into those circumstances. What would I do if I was guarding Matthew, a Jew, and he has on the autistic spectrum? How would I handle it? Yeah. So I'm just trying to bring that.
Yeah. Well, thank you for bringing that. It shines.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I appreciate you naming Matthew's autism. Was this an intentional choice, a sort of creative choice? Can you speak more into that?
Yeah, I think it was. Dallas, as I mentioned, and his lovely wife, Amanda, we've been friends and have worked together for over 23 years. One of their children has autism, is on the spectrum, And so, true to form, Dallas is just such a humanitarian, and I think he just wanted to illuminate that truth. He has it in his life. I've seen it in their life. I remember when she was born and Amanda they were living in LA at the time, driving around trying to find the right school for her. And, so they just have a great deal of empathy. And I think that's what Dallas did, is he just took, it's human. people have autism. People have all kinds of let's bring it to the show. You know, The Chosen, normally the biblical stories are so, and everyone's wearing beards and you can't touch these people. But, oh, wait a minute. He's on the autistic spectrum. My cousin is, so I think it makes it really relatable. So, yeah, I think it was an absolute choice. Yeah.
Well, I'm grateful to hear that context. Thanks for sharing that.
Yes, sir.
Element. Well, maybe to wrap up then, would you mind sharing a little bit about your hopes for this, both your work in this role, but also the wider project?
I hope, oh man, this is going to sound so altruistic, but I really mean this. I hope it makes the world, anybody who watches, more patient, more loving, more kind, more compassionate, not quick to judge. I just hope it has an effect that helps people in their lives. I know that sounds like, altruistic, but I really want people to go, maybe I should be a little kinder to my wife and son, and just for a moment, and try to be the best person you can possibly be. That's what I hope the show does, and any part of that I have as the character, I want the same.
Fantastic. Those are big hopes, but also good and important and timely hopes. So.
Yeah, I think the world needs it, man. I think it always has,
More
but
and more.
yeah. Just goodness.
Yes.
Come on. Jesus' message was pretty rocking, really.
Yeah.
It was good stuff. I mean,
And to show the attractiveness of goodness is a really important goal.
right? Because so much of today is about, I don't know, blood and guts and infighting and fight. Like, look, be patient, be kind, don't judge.
Yeah.
Like, that message is timeless.
Right.
And it is easily forgotten. And biblically, I think it has gotten forgotten. I think that's what The Chosen is doing so good, is it's like making it real again.
Not in a saintly sense, but in a human sense.
Exactly.
In an inhabiting sense.
Right. I want to treat you with love and respect. I want to treat everyone here, the cameramen, handlers, everybody with love and respect. And if the show can do that, wow, man, that's a huge win. That goes beyond television and film. That now we're entering the world of goodness.
Absolutely. Well, here's to that.
Amen.
Thanks so much for this conversation.
Thank you.